All right, guys, we are back with round two hat format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Bob on the left playing I'm guessing it's a shooting Quasar Dragon deck, versus Eric Hernandez on the right playing Lightsworn Rulers. So it looks like Bob's going first. Now, both these guys lost round one. Now, this was a 36-man locals. 5 rounds of Swiss cut the top 16, so technically you could still get in even if you go 0-2. So loser is not eliminated here. Uh, and all the X2s made it to top 16. Spoiler alert. So, yeah, you can go 0-2 and still win out. So, yeah, win or lose, you're still alive. Eric lost round one. Now, Bob didn't even play round one. I don't know. Something happened with... He was supposed to play against Josh, but they decided not to play. I don't know. Anyways, Bob went first. Normal sum is Mathematician. So, Mathematician is kind of like a Armageddon Knight for any monster. You can send any monster from your... Let me read it. It's been a while. No, level 4, lower monsters from your deck to the graveyard. And then when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can draw one card. So it's a really good card. And he sent Level Eater, and then Eric summons Card Trooper, Mills Rhoda, Light Ray Diabolos, and Tempest. So he attacks him for 400, and here Bob's going to draw one card. Let me refresh my memory on Level Eater. Level Eater is like, I mean, this card's legal in Edison, but people don't really use it. So here he activates Tuning. So you search what? One Synchron Tuner from your deck to your hand, then send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. So Level Eater, you can if it's in your graveyard, you can target one level 5 or higher monster you control. Reduce its level by 1 and reduce special summon this card. This face of art on the field cannot be tributed except for a tribute summon. So yeah, Level Eater is pretty good. It just keeps coming back. So here he ditches Level Eater, special summon Quick Draw. Activates Level Eater's effect. Oh, he milled Plague off the Tuning. Mind controlled Eric's Card Trooper. Synchros for the Quick Draw is at 4, so synchros for 8. Yeah, synchros for 8. Synchros, Road Warrior, what's this card do? Let me read this one. You need one Road Synchron. Once returning special one level 2 or Warrior or Machine type monster from your deck. Okay, Level Eater's an insect, so you can't get that. So what does he bring out? Oh, Unknown Synchron. I think this card you can special summon if you control no monsters. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. It's just a tuner. And he brings back Level Eater, lowers the level. Yeah, it's a level 1. If you're able to control a monster, you spell... No... Okay, so Unknown Synchron is a Cyber Dragon, except you can only special summon it that way once per turn. So he makes Formula Synchron, draws one card. Normal summons junk. He still had normal summoned after all this? Okay, so he's got... I don't know what level the Road Warrior is. Let me go count its stars. I think... Oh, no, it's an 8. It's an 8. So now it's at 7. So he brings back another Level Eater. Synchros for 5. And... Yeah, so Formula Synchron, when it's... I think Synchro Summon, you draw one card. Yes, when it's Synchro Summon. I don't think you get it when you special summon... So he summons Junk Warrior. This is an Edison card, so I'm not going to go over it. It, like, gains attack for, like, every level 2 or lower monster you control. So now he Level Eaters the Road Warrior again. Synchros for shooting Quasar Dragon. So basically, that card can attack. It gains attack for each non-tuner Synchro monster it used. So he used two non-tuners, and you also need one tuner Synchro monster, which is Formula. And then 2 other non-tuners, so it can attack twice. It's 4,000, and once per turn, it can negate anything. Obviously, except counter traps. So yeah, that's 8,000 is a 4,000 attack monster. So Eric opened kind of slow, and Bob takes full advantage and just kills him turn 2. What did Bob gain from hat format? Because I'm surprised Bob, I think Bob loves these type of decks. He plays Quick Draw on Edison. He's won once on the channel. He usually plays Amaryllis. But I think a lot of people in my locals are burnt out from Edison. So glad Bob is playing this interesting deck. Anyway, Solar Recharge from Eric. Discards Lila. Mills, what was that? Allure, Darkhole, and JD. I think it's Darkhole. Maybe if he survives, he plans to like Darkhole the Quasar. Yeah, Quasar can negate anything. It's an Omni Negate, as some people like to call it in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Negate anything. Monster effect, Smuller Trap. Let me go refresh my memory on shooting Quasar Dragon. Oh yeah, when a card or effect is activated, you can negate the activation if you do destroy it. When this card leaves the field, especially when one shooting star dragon from your extra deck. So Eric goes first. Summons Lumina. Did he ditch Max C? Oh no, he milled the Max C. He ditched the Minerva, the little Lightsworn, and then he gets to mill an extra card and brings back Lila. Now he's going to mill 6. Mills a Wolf, triggers Wolf, so he's got Lila, Lumina, Wolf on the field. Bob draws into Doppel Warrior. Will Max C even matter? If you don't have, I guess it would matter, because unless Bob can OTK you, but I think he was able to OTK there because it was an open field. Like, Eric just summoned Card Trooper and he mind controlled it and then finished him off. Alright, so here comes Tuning again. Search a Synchron Tuner. So I think the only no, he has actually has a lot of targets. Junk Synchron, Quick Draw Synchron, Unknown Synchron, Explorer Synchron, and a few others. Those I know are in his deck. Alright, so he mills Level Eater off the Tuning. So yes, for tuning, you search and then mill the top card of your deck. So let's see what Bob can do. Discards Level Eater, special summons Quick Draw Synchron. Level eats the Quick Draw to make it level 4, so now he can make it level 5. Special summon Doppel Warrior. So let me refresh my memory on Doppel Warrior. When a monster special summoned from your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can special summon 2 Doppel tokens in attack position. 400 attack, 400 defense. So, what's he synchro summoning? That card was pretty good with Hyper Librarian. You would go Junk Synchron, special summoning whatever, and then special summon Doppel Warrior. You would bring back like Bulb or Spore, synchro for Hyper Librarian, and then synchro for Formula. And you would draw 2. You would draw one for, you would basically pot agree your opponent. Draw 1 for Formula, and then we'll draw 1 for Librarian. So he summons the Road Warrior, which special summons a machine, but I don't think he's going to trigger the effect. It doesn't look like he's going to. Oh, no, he is. They don't miss timing, or they... Oh, no, the Road Warrior is once per turn. I thought it's not when it's summoned. Okay, and Doppel Warrior doesn't miss timing either. Okay. So he gets 2 tokens, synchros with the Junk and the 2 tokens. They're level 1s. Oh, he brought out the Unknown Synchron. So he makes Hyper Librarian and then Level Eater. So he's gonna do the play I was talking about. He's gonna make Formula and draw 1 for Formula and then draw 1 for Librarian. So yeah, draw another Unknown. Oh, he plays Soul Charge. Okay, so that's a card he gained from this deck. Alright, Level Eater. So what's the thing at? 2 Level Eaters, so it's at level 5, I think? Yeah, I think it's at level 5, because did he Level Eat it earlier? Yeah, I think he used Level Eater earlier. On the Road Warrior. So he's going to Synchro, I think. Alright, so here comes Quasar again. Now remember, he can attack twice. Since he used two non-tuner synchro monsters. He can attack twice. And you basically need Formula to summon Shooting Quasar Dragon. Maybe there's others I don't know about. I'm not too familiar with these decks. Now, for some of you guys who may be watching my channel, this was a 36-man local. And I filmed all 5 rounds of Swiss, 2 matches in top 16, 2 matches in top 8, 2 matches in top 4, and the finals. So I'm trying to get variety. Because we already know, in the later rounds, we already know what decks we're going to see. So I'm glad I got to feature Bob here. So he attacks over Lila and Lumina, leaves the Wolf on the field. So Eric did win our first ever hat tournament on the channel. So he's trying to get a second win. Man, where did Eric get this mat? That's a beautiful mat. Bob should be playing on that mat. They should swap mats. He's got Yusei and Stardust. Alright. So what's he reading? Okay. He's asking him about Shooting Star Dragon. So if he gets rid of the Quasar, and now here comes Allure, draws Foolish, and Explore Synchron, banishes Unknown Synchron. Yeah, so Unknown Synchron is a Cyber Dragon, except you can only use the effect once per duel, I believe. All right, let's see how Eric gets out of this shooting Quasar. I mean, it only negates once. Basically, the problem with that card, the few times I've played against it in the past, is they usually bring it out and they go for game. That's what usually happens. Just because it's 4,000, can attack twice and negate anything. That's what it is. So basically, they just hold the negation until you something that they can't deal with. But shout out to Bob bringing out Shooting Quasar Dragon 2 games in a row. I don't know how consistently it does it. Eric's at 27. So even if you have Soul Charge, you can only Soul Charge for 2 monsters. And you already milled 1 Soul Charge. Oh, no. Is it 1? Yeah, I think 1 Soul Charge. Or Skill Charge. I think you can't Special Summon Quasar. So he can't, like, Soul Charge it back. Let me read it. Yes, cannot be Special Summoned by other ways. Because it'd be insane if you could bring that back with Call or Soul Charge, bring back Quasar. Alright. Eric's taking a while to make his plays. Summons Lumina. Ditches Raiden. Let's see if Bob negates it. Oh, he does negate the Lumina. Okay. I smell Soul Charge. How many Lightsworn does he have? I mean, this can end bad for Bob. He's got Lumina, Raiden. I think that's Aaron, or is it Blaster in his grave? Lila. I think he's got 4 names. If that's there's one card on top of the JD. I can't tell if it's either Blaster or Aaron, but I think it's Blaster. Does this deck play Blaster? Yeah, I think it does. All right. So Eric activates Soul Charge. All right, so he's gonna pay. How much he's gonna pay? 1 or 2? So how do you bring out Shooting Star Dragon with this? It's just if it leaves the field with Quasar. Yes, when this card leaves the field, you can special summon 1 Shooting Star Dragon from your extra deck. So he targets, I think he's going to target Lumina and Raiden. I mean, how do you stop Shooting Star from coming out? You know, it's just when this card leaves the field, you special summon Shooting Star Dragon. How do you stop it? It doesn't have to go to the grave or anything. Yeah, just whenever it leaves the field, special summon Shooting Star Dragon. So he pays 2,000, so now Eric's at 700. XYZ summons 101 Silent Arc. Take the Shooting Star. I guess this is not it leaving the field. Lumina, Pitch Tempest. Bring back. Okay, Eric's got play. So he can make a Michael. The Lightsworn. So Michael, I think that's what he's going to do. I'll go over it if he does. But he summoned 101 Silent Arc, which you detach 2 materials to take a face-up attack position monster. And basically you give it to Arc as a material. And Arc, you can protect it by detaching 1 material to protect it from being destroyed by battle or card effect. So it's kind of like it has its own self-protection. Kind of like a Gachi Gachi, if you guys maybe know Gachi Gachi from Tengu format. So it looks like Eric milled Zephyros, so that gives him another play. So it brings back Zephyros by bouncing back his Lumina. XYZ summons Abyss Dweller. Probably doesn't have any other rank 4 he can make. Oh, Dark Hole! But he's got breakthrough skill as well. So yeah, he activates Abyss Dweller, but he's about to get Dark Hold. So yeah, that Dweller's going to stop his level eaters from coming back. But he's going to Dark Hole them. And then the Silent Arc is going to protect itself. Sorry, Abyss Dweller Basically, it's a quick effect during either player's turn. You can attach one material, and basically negate graveyard effects for that turn. Dweller's Dweller's really good. And it gains 500. It gives all water monsters you control 500 attack if it has a water material on it under it, XYZ material. So it looks like Bob didn't use a dark hole. Probably doesn't have to. Special summons quick draw. How do you summon quick draw? What's Explorer Synchron do? He summons Junk Destroyer. Okay. What does Junk Destroyer say? When this card is synchro summoned, you can target cards on the field up to the number of non-tuner monsters used for the synchro summon this card to destroy those cards. Yeah, I remember this card used to be pretty good. So he pops. So he still didn't use the dark hole. Attacks. Does he have a neck? He's checking to see if he's got Necro. So Junk Destroyer attacks the 101 Silent Arc, and then Level Eater finishes him off since he's at 300. So congrats to Bob. 2-0's Eric. Moving on with the 1-1 record. Eric's 0-2. So in order for him to make top 16, he's going to have to win 3 in a row. Now, 0-2's... So basically, since we had 36 people, there was 2 choices. It was either A, 5 rounds of Swiss, cut the top 16, or 6 rounds of Swiss, cut the top 8. But it always comes down to how many undefeateds we have. Once we play until there's only 1 undefeated. And the pair down almost always loses, so that's why it was top 16. Yeah, and I remember I was telling my friends, like, no, you still have a chance. If you go 0-2, you can still get in. Keep playing. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll be back soon for the rest of this hat tournament. Bye, guys.